Hello, we are Park Ji-young, Lee Jae-sung, and Hwang Ye-chan from Group A. This is our presentation content. Our team did coding to implement a system related to store inventory management. We wanted to set the business cycle to 1 week to check the store's inventory and expiration date, and create a system to bring products that are short of stock or expired from the warehouse. In addition, we wanted to create a warehouse for each category by dividing the product into 4 categories and draw a path to get the necessary inventory. Class array queue was introduced to implement it as similar as possible to real life because it is first in, first out at the store. Then a class goods was created so that information on the name of the product, number of inventory, expiration date, and warehouse location could be used. We set a start date to operation every week. Using the split function, the year, month, and date were divided and input based on. Date time was imported to compare the expiration date and the business start date that was stored in stdate. Through the warehouse function, 100 boxes containing a certain amount for each item were made. The box here is a concept introduced to explain coding in an easy-to-understand manner. In order to use the queue data structure, an additional create inventory function was applied. Through the warehouse and create inventory functions, the information of each product was built in and a queue containing 100 boxes for each product was created. For example, 1 box of Mountain Dew has 300 goods in it. We made blank queue for each product at the store and store 2 boxes of each item in the store as a basic setting, bringing 2 boxes from the warehouse queue. In order to turn the loop in the future, we made a list called store and put the queue for each product in the list. We made a list for each warehouse to show what products are in the warehouse of a specific place. We have placed beverages in Incheon, snacks in Pyeongtaek, ramen in Gwangju, and products with relatively short expiration date in Yangju. In addition, in order to apply the loop in the future, the list of warehouses in each region was put into one list. We made a graph with all the warehouse nodes connected because each warehouse has direct access to the other warehouse in reality. The imp to store function is a function that sends a box of products from the warehouse to the store. Here, when the location of the warehouse is Yangju, the expiration date is created by adding a set number of days from the dates of bringing it from the warehouse to the store. The make no need function returns a list of warehouse not to go for using the BFS function. The function BFS shows a simple path to warehouse that must be visited to import goods by using the VFS algorithm. The chFixedSt function returns the fixed value of inventory because the operation function that follows changes the amount of inventory in the store, and the operation function that follows needs to specify the fixed amount of inventory in one box. Next, I express the process of deriving the results according to the remaining inventory and expiration date in the store in logic. Check if the expiration date has expired for the first box. If it's past the expiration date for the second box, please check again. If both boxes are past their sell-by date, dispose of the remaining inventory in both boxes and take 2 new boxes from the warehouse. If the second box is not expired, discard only the remaining inventory of the first box and bring 1 box from the warehouse. We will go back to the beginning and check the remaining inventory in the first box if it is not expired. If the sales volume is higher than the number of stocks in the first box, dispose of the empty first box that is out of stock, and check the number of boxes remaining. If there are 2 boxes left, print out the remaining inventory, and if there is 1 box left, print out the remaining inventory and bring 1 more box from the warehouse. If the sales volume is less than the number of stocks in the first box, it is divided into 2. If the store's inventory is less than the minimum that each product should be in the store, print out the remaining inventory and bring an additional box from the warehouse. Second, when the store's inventory is higher, only the remaining inventory is printed. This is the content of the operation function, which returns the location of the warehouse where we have to go. The location of the return warehouse is put in the BFS function to show the path search results. This is our operation function. Operation function combines the preceding contents and finally outputs the result value. The sales volume function is a row of receiving sales volume for each product. And this is our output. In order to show it as close to real life as possible, a queue data structure showing the first in first out and election processes was used. I think it has a unique point in that we created a code by ourselves that can check the number of inventories and expiration dates at the same time and finally combines the path to the warehouse that must bring products. This is our team member's role. Thank you for hearing our presentation.